Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of the Vault Hunters series. So I tried to be a good YouTuber. I did. I tried to be a good YouTuber and make you guys a to-do list so you could follow along with everything that we're going to do in today's episode, but I realized we just got too much to do for this to work. These things are pretty cool though, so I guess I'll go ahead and show them off. These are notice boards by Supplementaries, and basically what you can do is you can take yourself a book and quill and you can write things in it, and then all you do is right click on the notice board and bada bing bada boom, you got yourself a to-do list. There's not enough room here for me though. I got a lot more to do than just 4 things. So I guess today, instead of talking about a to-do list, we're gonna have to talk about major objectives that we need to complete. So our first major objective is obviously going to be these guys, the villagers. Being able to trade these guys for materials is going to be invaluable, especially things like books. Fortune 3 I already have, and I have it on my pickaxe, as well as I have a mending villager over here. So those 2 are covered. I also went ahead and rolled a pretty low emerald trade for infinity, so that could come in handy a little later on. And because we have easy villagers, it is a little bit easier to get the trades that we want from these guys. However, it's much harder to get those trade prices down because you have to make golden apples. Now, golden apples in normal Minecraft is very easy, but not in this mod pack. You have to have vault apples in order to make a golden apple. So needless to say, we're not going to have many vault apples for a good while in order to heal those dudes and get their prices lower. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way with just really good farms. But lucky for me, some farms in this pack have been made much easier to set up. So this that I'm holding here is an animal jar, and what it's going to do is allow me to pick up animals and put them inside the jar so I can move them around much easier. So for instance, this chicken, just shift, right click, and bada bing bada boom, I got myself a chicken in a jar. Check him out in there. Look at the little guy. And we can do this for all sorts of animals, including cows. Now in vanilla Minecraft, this is where we would take some time in order to set up these big pens for our animal farms, but not in Vault Hunters. Say hello to the animal pen. This thing is super overpowered. All you gotta do is take your animal jars that you have animals in, right click, and as you can see, we have ourselves a cow all in a single block. But not only that, we can take another animal jar, and now we have ourselves 2 cows. The convenience doesn't end there though. Want more cows? Right click with some wheat, and bada bing bada boom, they're now bred, and we have 3 cows in this pen, and we can breed them up again in 1 minute. However, as you get more cows, that timer is going to tick up. So if we had, say, 200 cows, it may take us 30 minutes in order to breed again, but we're gonna get a lot more cows whenever we breed them. So we just took all of our animal farms down to just this. So off camera, I've been trying to locate a skeleton spawner, and I have not been successful at all. I've found several dungeons, but every single one of them has been a zombie spawner. I just haven't been very lucky. So I just got back from another trip underground, and I actually made myself a sack. Now, sacks are super easy to build. They are a little bit of flax and a single string, and basically what they are is like a really, really small shulker box. If we go ahead and access it here, you can see it's only got 9 slots, so it's not amazing, but you can see kind of what I mean by I got some stuff out of going mining, but not a ton. If we go ahead and look in this chest up here, we also got things like a couple golden apples that were inside of the dungeons, some saddles, some diamond horse armor somewhere. Oh, right here. It was in my sack. Also got some iron horse armor. So overall, I got some materials, but no skeleton spawner. So kind of a bust. Also, these sacks are going to be pretty useful for these low-level vaults while we still don't have a ton of inventory space, because we can actually take this into the vault and use it in there. So that's 9 extra slots of items that we can bring back out. But anyway, while I was on this adventure, I got to thinking, do I really need a skeleton spawner? Okay, so hear me out. Instead of a normal skeleton spawner, what if we make a wither skeleton spawner, right? Go and make a wither skeleton farm in the nether, and then I get bones, coal, as well as wither skeleton skulls? I mean, sure, it's gonna take a little bit more work to set up a wither skeleton skull farm, but I was planning on setting one up anyway, so I might as well try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's go ahead and see what kind of spawn we get. Hopefully it is a soul sand valley, and hopefully it has a nether fortress in it, because that would be the absolutely perfect scenario. Crimson Forest. According to the map, though, there is a Soul Sand Valley right over here, so let's head over there and let's hope that there's another fortress in it. 6 hours later, and I still haven't found another fortress inside of a Soul Sand Valley. Like, no joke. This is what our map was. This is what our map is now. I have tunneled all over the place. I have found 5 different nether fortresses, none of them anywhere close to being in a Soul Sand Valley. So I do have a plan for finding one, but I think that plan is going to have to wait until another day. But I do have some other updates that I can share with you guys, such as the expansion of our farms. Rather than just one little area, we now have an entire area for potatoes, carrots, wheat, half an area for beetroot, and then half an area for flax. I also have a very small melon and pumpkin farm that will probably want something bigger later, but for right now, this will do. And this little sheep guy, he's a champ. Check him out. Boom! Look at all that wool. That's coming in very handy. And the reason he's come in handy is I have expanded the villagers and added some more. So we now have a Unbreaking 3 villager as well as we have an Efficiency 5 villager. So we can now make ourselves some pretty good pickaxes. Also over here, I have a farmer, and the farmer is what is going to be our food source for a little while. Golden carrots are just absolutely amazing compared to cooked potatoes. So this is going to be our new food source for the foreseeable future. And then last but not least, we have a mason over here, which is just super easy emeralds by collecting up clay from all the rivers around here in order to get easy emeralds to trade for books. And then these guys, our shepherds. These guys take all of that wool and trade them right in for emeralds. I kind of need to get these guys healed up so that this wool is not as many. Like 18 is quite a lot. But I mean, still, free emeralds, I will take it. But you know what? After failing pretty epically today at finding skeleton spawners as well as finding nether fortresses inside of a Soul Sand Valley, I need a break. So I think I'm actually going to run my very first vault now. And I'm actually going in here with a bit more confidence than I had in the first episode, because from my understanding, vaults are no longer as challenging at the beginning as they used to be, because you get a feature called Beginner's Grace. And if you die in your first couple of vaults, you actually don't lose all of your stuff. So I'll still have to make a new crystal and things like that, but it's nowhere near as risky as it used to be. Now, that's not to say that these early game vaults are completely without risk. Obviously, if you die in the vault, you're not going to get to keep any of the items that you obtain from the vault. So you're essentially wasting your time. So you definitely want to be able to escape, either by completing the objective or by bailing from the vault. Probably bailing from the vault, because I think that the bosses are going to be a little bit too difficult for us at this point. But what Beginner's Grace does is make sure that everything that we enter into the vault with, if we die, we still have that stuff whenever we come out. So all of this diamond gear, all of our diamond tools, netherrack, our sack, water bucket, and golden carrots will all get that whenever we return from the vault. So that is a good thing. So I think it's time to start our very first vault run. Alrighty, I'm a little nervous, but here goes nothing. Into our very first vault. Let's see what we get. Hopefully it is good. Oh wow, that is a lot of obelisks up at the top. Oh man. Okay, Beginner's Grace, we did indeed get that. And it looks like we're in some type of ice vault. So the new vaults are completely new to me. All of these different themed vaults, that did not happen in the last version of Vault Hunters. So this is going to be a new experience, but hopefully it's not too bad. Also, from my understanding, the vaults are a little bit easier in some ways, in that there's not mobs all the time. There is just mobs. I hear, sounds like this guy's behind me. Anyway, there's only mobs around the spawners, so we're not going to have mobs spawning all the time, just at the spawners that are around chests. So at points of interest, there will be mobs. Also, trapped chests will still have mobs, obviously. Oh, and also no healing. Forgot about that. That's a pretty crucial detail, and it looks like we're about to die already. There we go. Water bucket can absolutely save your life in these early vaults. Perfect. So I imagine that this first vault run is actually going to be pretty fruitless, and the reason that I say that is I don't have a ton of ways to store items, as well as I have no way to heal. I don't have any type of potions or anything like that, so we are a little bit at the mercy of the vault, at least for a little while here, until we get ourselves some skill points. But that's okay. We can use a water bucket, and we should be relatively safe, at least for a little while, because there are no ranged mobs at this low of a level. So theoretically, we are somewhat good. Except for this baby drowned. Please don't get me baby drowned. Perfect. All right. So yeah, like I said, this first vault may not be the most productive vault in the world. Go away. Go away. Go away. You're about to kill me, aren't you? Nope. Gotcha. Nice. Whoa. Oh, the spawner fizzled out. Perfect. We are so close to death, and this is only the first room, dude. This is insane. Oh, yeah. Like I said, definitely came in here underprepared, but oh well. I wanted a break, and now I at least get a taste for what these vaults are like. Oh, and that's another thing that makes this version of Vault Hunters a lot more dangerous, is you have to mark which direction you're going, because there is no setting waypoints or anything like that in this version. You have to mark your way back, or else you are going to get lost. At least until later on. Eventually, you can unlock a particular skill that will allow you to have a compass that will point you back to the entrance. And that's probably going to be the first skill that I unlock, because I get lost pretty easy. But yeah, for right now, I'm using netherrack because it's going to stand out like a sore thumb in order to get around the vault. And I'm hoping that we can actually survive here. I am super nervous about this still. Yeah. I don't like this at all. Hey, netherite scrap. I will definitely take that. That could be very nice upgrade for us. Oh man, this guy snuck up behind me. If he had actually got to me, I would have been dead. This room looks very promising though. There are a lot of chests here. And I don't see any spawners. However, they could be like hidden in the wall or something, so... Oh, mob trap. But no mobs from it. Okay, I don't know where the mobs went. Nice! Very first vault diamond. Perfect. That is something we definitely are looking for here. Oh, there's where all the mobs went from the mob trap. You guys didn't make it very far, did you? Not at all. All right, so after this, I actually think that I am going to go ahead and leave this vault because, as you can tell, I am at a heart and a half, so I am just not going to be able to survive in here. So I think it's okay for me to go ahead and bail out and go ahead and get a level. And hopefully, after we get a level, assuming we will get a level here, after we get a level, we can pick up the heal ability, which will help us with survivability quite a lot here in the vaults. Alrighty, and there we go. That is our exit. Very first vault done. Not super exciting by any means. However, that is 703 experience. I'll take it. For our very first vault, we're almost to level 1. I mean, not horrible. Not horrible. I mean, not great either, to be fair, but not horrible. So we need to get another vault rock created and get ourselves back into the vault, and hopefully we can get level 1 and then pick up that heal ability. Alrighty, and there's another vault rock complete. Let's go ahead and let's get into another vault. Alrighty, so this time I'm going to use my water bucket a lot more from the beginning than I did in the last one. Also, we have a different type of vault. This one is finding the monoliths. So I think this one, we have to find 2 monoliths and then escape the vault in order to complete it. So should theoretically be pretty easy as long as we can find the monoliths. And I'm not entirely sure what they look like. So that could be the struggle here. Not entirely sure. But yeah, water bucket from the beginning is going to be the strat. So Water bucket down. Let's activate this. And yeah, these guys have no ranged attacks yet. So we can just come here and drop these guys like this. No problem. No damage taken. Perfect. That is our strategy. Oh no! Vault poison! Vault poison, that is not good. So vault poison can actually kill you. And that brings us down to 4 hearts. I was way too close to that chest whenever I opened it. I did not think that vault poison actually spawned in these early vaults though, so I wasn't worried about it. I would be incorrect. I would be very, very incorrect. Apparently it can indeed spawn. Alright, so these guys are gonna be a problem. That's fine. However, those are some ornate chests, which should theoretically have some better loot in them. Alright. You guys aren't gonna be too bad, I don't think. Do y'all have a spawner down here, or did y'all already fizzle out? I think the spawner already fizzled out, so we can just take these dudes out and we should be fine. Perfect. Hey, another vault diamond. 2 vault diamonds already. That is pretty good. I will take it. And then we should be able to open this one as well. Nice. Last but not least, this guy. Hey, our first mystery box too. Oh, man. I feel like we're actually getting a little bit lucky here with some of the things that we're getting. I mean, we've only been in one room so far, and yeah, feeling pretty good about it already. I do not like the look of this room. Not to mention all of the water is all messed up here. I have no idea what's going on with this room, but it is very strange. Very strange the way the water works in this room. And these spiders jump at you so they can hit you even if you're far away. Alright, we're good, I think. Can I break this spawner? Please? I would love to get those chests. I don't think I'm going to be able to break this spawner. And it doesn't look like this one's a fizzle spawner to where it fizzles out and doesn't spawn anymore. It looks like it is just a regular spawner. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. Okay. Let us jet. We're out of here. We're leaving. We're done with this vault. Let's just go and get our levels. And there we go. We are out of that vault and 676 experience up to level 1. Finally. Perfect. And that means that we should be able to unlock our very first skill. We have 1 skill point, which my camera's kind of covering up, but sorry about that. No other place to put the camera, really. But we can go ahead and we can grab ourselves an ability. And the ability we're going to grab is Heal. Now, this isn't much, but it's better than nothing. This will heal 2, which is basically 1 heart. So if we just get barely hit, we should be able to recover that heart. That is going to be the very first thing that we learn, most definitely. And we're going to want to upgrade this thing several times here very quickly. We want this to get way, way, way up because healing in the vault is invaluable. Alrighty, so those first 2 vaults did not go the best, so we're going to run a 3rd vault. This time with some type of healing. Again, not great healing, but it's better than nothing. So into another vault we go. And honestly, if it wasn't for water buckets, this would be just absolutely impossible. The water buckets are the only things that keeps me alive at these early vaults because you just don't have any healing. So if you get touched by anything or even take fall damage, you're out of luck. You're in deep, deep trouble early on if anything bad happens. So yeah, this time I think I'm going to do a little bit better for survivability though. I hope. We'll see. Yeah, I can tell you already this is going a lot better just with that 1 point into heal. Night and day difference, dude. Night and day difference. Because I can just sit here and spam it over and over again. It's like a 10-second cooldown or something, but that is absolutely plenty. It makes a huge difference. Also, I need to remember to actually stay a little ways back from these chests because they can definitely be trapped, and I'm over here hugging right up on them like an idiot. Definitely shouldn't be doing that. And I actually think that I just picked up my second shulker shell, and 2 shulker shells means that I should be able to make a shulker box. So in the next vault, hopefully we will be able to carry some more stuff out than we are currently. So that'll be nice. More loot that we can bring in and out of here. However, not sure how much it matters, considering I'm not sure my survivability will let me take more out of here, but we'll see. We'll see. Definitely just having the healing, it makes a huge difference. I'm able to stay at full health for the most part, so, I mean, you can't argue with the results. Also, this is Vault Rock. We can use this stuff in order to make ourselves even more vaults. Yeah, more vault crystals. That's what I was trying to think of. Words are hard when you're running vaults, okay? Give me a break. Also, looks like we're getting our very first vault ores as well. Looks like only Larimar so far, but that is what we are in here for. That stuff is what we use in order to make the components for our mods. So not only are we hunting after the Stardust or the Knowledge Stardust, we're also hunting after these ores. So the vaults are just incredibly important for all of our mod needs. Not gonna lie, something like this is the reason that we really need to get Vein Miner as well. We need so many levels, man. So many levels. We need Vein Miner, we need Healing Up, we need Fortune, we need all kinds of skill upgrades that we can pick up, but that just means we gotta run more vaults. You run vaults to level up and unlock mods, so you kind of see where Vault Hunters, where the whole name comes from now, alright? Vaults are incredibly important to this. Ooh, that is Black Opal. That is a very rare ore. How am I going to get up there? I definitely want to pick that stuff up because it is pretty rare to get. Are these guys going to be able to get to me? Oh yeah, that's great. You jump down too. Can you join your friend down there, buddy? That would be great. If all of you guys could do that, that would just be amazing. All right, any other mob spawners over here? I don't think so. I think we're actually good. All right, that is what I want. That Black Opal right there. That is awesome. Our very first Black Opal. Sadly, we didn't get a fortune proc on it, but that is okay. I'll still take it. And we're getting our first Pog gems. Oh, baby. That is nice. I'm actually surprised. I thought that ores were supposed to be a lot more rare in this version of Vault Hunters, but maybe that's changed. I'm not entirely sure. I heard a few months back that the ores were very rare and people were having hard times unlocking things, but maybe stuff changed since then. Not entirely sure, to be honest with you. So I'm getting to a point to where leaving things behind is becoming the norm because I just don't have enough space to carry everything. So I'm going to start prioritizing picking up shulker shells so that we can have some shulker boxes to bring in here, because otherwise I definitely feel like I'm wasting here. And I know we still got about 5 minutes left because it was pretty easy to find my way back, but I'm not risking it. I want to get out of there. That is 1,500 experience. I will definitely take it. And it looks like most of my experience actually came from mining blocks. That is very nice. All right, so almost to level 2. We are literally a sliver away. That is awesome. And in fact, we may even can get there because I think these relic booster packs, I think they give us a little bit of experience. Maybe not as much as I thought. I thought they gave a little bit more. But we also get mystery boxes. Let's go ahead and open those up. Looks like we're just going to get diamonds from that. And anything else that we have to open? I don't think so. I think we actually did pretty good for this vault. One thing that I definitely want to do, though, is make myself some shulker boxes for the next vault run. And there we go. That is 2 shulker boxes made. That is going to increase our vault efficiency loads. That's going to be so many more items that we can bring back from the vault. So hopefully in the next episode, we will be a lot more efficient. But I also have another thing that I want to do in the next episode, and that is get an elytra. Elytras are actually craftable in this pack, and they're pretty easy to get. They just take some magic silk, they take phantom membranes, which we can stay up at night for, take some vault essence and a string, and then we can craft up an elytra. And this could be very useful for finding a particular nether fortress that we really need for our farm. That's enough spoilers for today, though. I do hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.